Hello guys, welcome to another video. So Google has just released the Gemma4, the latest LLM, and it claims that it is the very intelligent open source models and also built from Gemini 3, which is awesome. And this is good for research and technology to maximize intelligence per parameter. So if you look at the announcement, basically the model comes out with a little different sizes. If you go to Ollama, that's a little bit more clear. So you can see they come out with majorly 4 sizes, the 2B, 4B, 26B, and 31B. So the 2B and 4B, those are for the mobiles, which means that you can run the Gemma4 on mobile. And also for the 26B, these are MOE models like DeepSeek. And also it only has 26B parameters. And also you can see that there's another one is 31B. This is a dense model. And if you look at the announcement for the capabilities, so it supports the agentic workflows and also support multimodal reasoning. And you can see this description. Specifically, this is strong for audio and visual understanding, both audio and visual. We're going to show that a little bit later in this video. This is good for rich multimodal support. It supports 140 languages, and there's also support fine-tuning because it's open source. There's also a very good efficient architecture. So it's a very good model and small size specifically. If there's a performance industry-leading efficiency, you can see the model performance vs size, and the x-axis is for the total model size, the y-axis is for the performance. You can see for small model like Gemma4 and the Gemma4 thinking model. Basically, these are good performance, but a lot smaller than the Q1 3.5, so almost 400B. So very small model, but comparable to large models. And also the DeepSeek is so very large. You can see the size very large, but the performance is almost the same. So they have a lot of different benchmarks in very detailed comparison for different Gemma models. Feel free to check out the benchmarks. So that being said, let's get started with the testing. So the testing, in this video, we're going to show you for the text, audio, and video processing. We're going to use the Gemma4 26B model as we mentioned earlier in this video, and we're going to run everything on Kaggle because these are not actually available on Ollama Cloud yet. So we're going to run everything on Kaggle, which you can also set up following my other tutorials in this channel. So we're going to run on the Kaggle 2 GPUs. So it's 2 T4 GPUs. You can see the CPU is 30 gigs and also the GPUs are combined with 30 gigs as well. So let's get started. So we're going to test everything with Claude code because we want to show that this actually works with the economic system. So not just by model itself, but also it can see if this is going to be integrated well with the other popular systems or tools. So for example, we're going to just set up everything with the Gemma4 26B, also for configuration with the Ollama and Claude code. Feel free to check out the other video in this channel. So we have a video for that. So we already set up the Gemma4 26B with Claude code. So let's just try this out. So first we're gonna try out the text prompt. So let's, for example, hi, which model is this? So yeah, it says I'm Claude, powered by the Gemma4 26B model, so which is great. And then let's say what skills do you have? You can try out what skills do you have. So this is basically combining with the Claude code and also Ollama Gemma4 26 model to see if these two things can work together. So what skills do you have? So it says, I have access to a wide variety of specialized skills designed to assist with various software engineering tasks, which is great. And those are summaries. It's awesome. So it seems the model works great. It's very clear and also display all the skills that installed with the Claude code. So And then we want to test some of the image recognitions. For example, let's go to the image test. So you can see there's a image that we put into the testing environment. So basically, this is an image for a mountain, and you can see how this works with the Gemma4b. So for example, we want to load the image. So basically, you can just load image by adding an @ symbol, and then you can search for research, and and then let's say there's a test, image test. So you can see this image. Can you describe the image? So great job. So it says the image shows a majestic snow-capped mountain peak set against a twilight or a down sky. So the key features include the mountain peak and also the sky and the stars. And the overall mood of the image is serene and breathtaking, which is great. So then we actually try to test the audio as well. So for example, we can put a paragraph inside the LLMs and let it turn that to a audio. For this example, we just said image shows a dramatic mountain landscape during twilight or dawn. A large snow-capped mountain peak dominates the center of the frame. Its rocky texture highlighted by the low light. So we copy that text and basically we generate the audio. So then we can just play that audio. For example, we put it in the audio test, so you can actually listen to it. So
Light or dawn. A large snow-capped mountain peak dominates the center of the frame, its rugged, rocky textures highlighted by the low light.
So, and then we want to load this audio. For example, we want to load it. And then you can see here's audio test. Describe the audio. Okay, so basically, finally, they be able to read the audio. It's not the full context of the audio, but it definitely says it's a clear and high quality synthetic speech. It's a sequence of spoken words with a natural human-like cadence, characterized by distinct phonetic burst and a lack of heavy background noise. Or high frequency distortion. So basically, it converts the audio to a sort of like an image and then read the image to understand it. But sometimes, for my previous testing, it's actually be able to just read the audio for some reason. But in this testing, you can see that basically there's issues, but you have to go through the different tools to extract the content of the audio and then let the to understand it. But anyway, so I think this is okay. So you can see that from our previous testing, even though it says it cannot listen to the audio files, but it still be able to process the audio data So you can see the audio consists of the person's voice, likely a male voice speaking English. He's describing a scene, specifically mentioning a mountain and clouds. So I'm not sure how that works comparing to the one that I'm testing right now, but for the last round of testing, you can see that it is able to understand the audio. So that means that's actually pretty good. So if you like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.